everybody, my name is Myra Janelle. If this is their first time coming across this video, happy Thursday. Before I started shooting this video, I was just thinking about how God's timing is so funny sometimes. So this is my 23rd mental health tip, and of course today will be the 23rd. So God's timing is just so funny. But let me not waste any more time and let's get right into this mental health tip for today. Today's mental health tip for number 23 is learning to enjoy the journey while fulfilling the assignment God has called you to do. So many times in our human nature, we focus so much on the promise God has made to us, and we lose sight of our journey. To make this personal, I've done this before. Where I have gotten so caught up on the promise that I missed how far I've come. And God made sure to remind me of the changes He made within me and the process in becoming who God always knew we would be is also the important step. So this is your reminder. Don't get so caught up on God's promises that you miss sight or lose sight of the things that He's doing right now. Because the process is just as important as getting to the promise. Because God will equip you, shape you, and mold you into who you're always destined to be. And He'll strip you of things along the way. And there will be lessons that you need to learn or things that you need to gain to take with you as you go to your next level or reach towards the promises or step into the promises that God has promised you and the word that God has given you. So with anything we are working towards, we must let go of the old, embrace the new, learn lessons along the way. But I believe that we must enjoy the process and the journey even when it hurts. So sometimes in our journeys and sometimes in the processes that we go through, things will hurt. Even if God has instructed you to let people go, or people you thought would be on your journey, or people that you thought were going to be alongside of you on the journey, and God's like, no, they're not coming with you to your next level. You go through a form of grief because it's like you have this crutch of holding on to people, but God is just like, I'm bringing with new places and new things comes new people that need to be in your circle or alongside you as you're going to your next step. So, also in the Bible, it speaks about how many great leaders who got to their destined place and obtained their position, but they had to go through a process. Things God must equip and get you ready for before you take up your rightful place. So I think it's important that we, yes, embrace our promise, but also embrace the process that God takes us through, because it is an important step. You can't get anywhere without a process. That's not even biblical to skip past a whole bunch of things. You have to go through a process, and everybody's process is going to be different for whatever God is equipping you for or calling you into. And then also, if you ever feel like you are losing sight of enjoying the journey, remember this: no one's process will be like yours. Comparison is a thief of joy. We must embrace the ups and downs, for they are all a part of your testimony and God using you to help other people along the way. So this is your reminder. Embrace it, face it, process it, and keep on walking it. Jesus knows exactly what He is doing as you continue to walk in the journey we call life. Let me not talk too fast. And the verse for this week is Ephesians 4:12. Their responsibility is to equip God's people to do His work and build up the church, the body of Christ. So remember this: as believers, we are equipped to help other people that may not even be believers. And it is our job, as God is equipping us and putting us through processes and taking us to our next levels and next steps, that we are to be examples to people that may not even know God. We may be the first Jesus or the light that people see. So it is important that we, as God is equipping us, that we are examples to others. And I just want to leave you guys with this. As I do in my previous video, if you are somebody that is struggling with your mental health, or if you're just somebody that is just struggling, period, with embracing the new things or things that God is calling you into, I just want to remind you that you are here for a purpose. You're not alone. I'm sure there's other people. Even speaking for myself, it's not always easy going through things or being equipped for things that you haven't seen or don't have a blueprint for. But that just means that God is going to use you in a mighty way to break things or be the change that we need. Because there is something that's in you and something that God sees in you that he's going to use. There's nothing too hard, nothing too ugly, and nothing too unimportant or that doesn't seem important to God that he cannot use. So just remember that. I hope you guys have a blessed day and a blessed week, and God bless you.